I can't stand that sound. What's up, guys? It's me, DmaxBrax. It has been quite a while since I have talked to you guys and made a video and done anything. So I had to apologize for that. Been some big things going on. We've moved and things like that, but that ain't why y'all have come here. If you clicked on this video, you've seen that I have, well, I've got to put stock parts back on my truck. As you can tell, the big girl is up on the lift. I'm down here at my dad's using his lift, which is wonderful, and it's yeah, it's not a great day. Let me grab a light here. If you kind of see, there's a big old hole there, and yeah. Why is there a big old hole there? And why do I have my stock downpipe back out? You see 8-Ball and Rosie holding down the fort with me. This would be why. Look here, that ain't supposed to be there. As a matter of fact, that is supposed to be there. Yeah. So my downpipe's broke. So what had happened, actually, it's actually more simple than you would think, but it's also kind of frustrating. So I didn't raise this enough. If you look right here, this hanger, I've since put it back. This hanger came loose, and so my exhaust was just basically there was no support right there, and it was wearing on that downpipe, and over the last however long it's been like that, it wore that hole out. So what I'm gonna try to do is we got a friend of ours down here that's a pretty good welder, and I'm gonna get him to see if he can weld that up. I hope he can, because I don't have money for a new downpipe, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And we'll go from there. The only reason I haven't put the truck back together yet is I had to pull the transmission dipstick to get that stock one back in is a pain. Getting it out's bad enough, but getting it back in is even worse. And got to get a new O-ring for the dipstick. But other than that, ain't too much to it. Also, I took and I got the front end of this drive shaft greased, so that hopefully that jerking that you can feel sometimes when that drive shaft slides after they get old and don't slide as well. Hopefully get that worked out. A few other little odds and ends, changed oil and whatnot. But anyway, stay tuned. We'll see how this goes. What's up, guys? As you probably can tell, it's a completely different day. It's been well, a couple days now since I recorded that first part you saw. I ended up not getting up with our welder guy yet. My dad's going to talk to him for me. He was at a birthday party, so I didn't want to mess him up. But I ended up putting the stock downpipe back on, and I cannot stand this thing. I don't know how I dealt with it with a 5-inch straight pipe for so long. I still reiterate, if you're going to put an exhaust on one of these trucks, do a downpipe when you do it. Yeah, that whole downpipe was a pain to get back in there, but got it all back in there. It's all good and tightened up. Had to drill the PPE support bracket that I used. I had to drill it out to. The hole has never seemed to be in the right place of that thing, so I don't know what. I just made it work. Drilled the hole, made it work. Driving with the stock downpipe back on, I can tell you a few things that I just are utterly aware. The truck has no spool up. It feels like it takes forever for this turbo to spool. Feels like it's just got way less torque. It sounds like shit, and yeah, it just one. I hate it. I hate it. I can't wait to put another downpipe on or get that one fixed or whatever. And another thing's been evident. The other night, I noticed that there was to me it sounds like a boost leak, but it's either boost or exhaust. And I really couldn't tell. I'm gonna do I'm gonna take this little gizmo. I'm gonna try to make it work with the bigger intercooler pipe that we got, the Banks hot side pipe, excuse me, and try to make that work. And I'll document that. That won't be hard. But if it's exhaust, I don't know. I might have to chase that. But anyway, under like it was at first, it was only under like higher boost. I'm talking in the 15 plus pound range, and I didn't know if it was just the exhaust pressure running that high, you know, having to push that much more exhaust. But it started getting worse. Today it's doing it anywhere 7 to 8 psi and up. So I'm definitely going to put a boost tester on it and see what happens. If it holds pressure, then it's in the exhaust side and makes it a whole lot harder to track. So, but well, anyway, hopefully it won't be too bad. Maybe it's a boot or something. Also, I got what I consider a pretty significant oil leak on the truck. I knew I'd had one for a little while. I thought maybe it was just the filter or something was leaking, and just figured I knew I was doing an oil change soon, and it wasn't. It's only a few drops, maybe 3 or 4 drops a day. So it's not, you know, to me that's significant, but it's not that bad. So I didn't really go chasing it too hard. But now that I've changed oil and I know everything under there is tight and clean, and I've checked it, it's not the filter, it's not the drain plug, it's something else. From where it's leaking on the top side of the engine, on the back side, so close to the firewall, of course, right where you can't see it. I don't have a bore scope or anything like that to look back there. Right now, my best guess is probably a turbo drain, but we'll see on that. So, yeah, if you can avoid it, do yourself a favor and don't put your stock downpipe on. Not only is it a bitch to get in there, the 3-inch pipes actually slide in there a lot easier. They don't have those little tabs for the heat shields. So yeah, it's definitely a lot easier. And be very careful with your transmission dipstick. It's aggravating, but it will all fit in there. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll see how this boost test goes. Here's a little tidbit. When it's 103 outside, your intake air temperatures, which is this one right here, get kind of high. Alright, so once again, guys, it is yet again another day. I've been working a lot lately and been just really busy, so it's been hard to keep to a good filming schedule. So y'all will have to forgive me for that, but I'm gonna try to be better about it. Anyway, I just kind of want to recap what I had talked about. Still running the stock downpipe right now. Talked to my dad. He talked to our friend, our welder guy, and he said that he is going to be able to weld that up, no problem. So hopefully he can get that done, and I can go get it or get it shipped up here or something like that. So hopefully we can get that piece of junk flat thing out of there in no time. But I also wanted to touch on the boost leak test. I didn't get a chance, I guess I did get a chance to record it, but it wasn't really worth recording. I was going to set it all up and then just kind of come out here and see what it did. Well, I set it all up, and I only have like a 2-gallon air compressor, so it's not much. It's enough to do little things, but it had a major leak somewhere, and I couldn't find the leak quick enough before I ran out of air. So mine wouldn't work, so I ended up taking the truck to work and using their air compressor. They got like a 150, 200 gallon air compressor. That was more than enough air to run it, and well, I found it. First off, this is the boost leak tester. I had to make another one because the rig I had didn't work, but in my eyes this is even better. What this is a 2-inch plug, not a cap, and so this diameter, this outside diameter, fits perfectly with the intercooler boot from the turbo. So no matter what size pipe you're running, that boot should still be the same. So you can slide that in there, you know, take that off the turbo. Let me get up here first. It's a long way up. So you can take and slide this boot off right here at the turbo. There's your turbo, there's the Banks pipe. You slide this one out, stick this, I can grab it. You can stick this in that boot, tighten that clamp down, hook your air up. You got an air gauge here. I always heard don't go over 20. I'm not pushing it well over 30 because that's the max that the system puts out, and I don't want to go past that. So right in there you have, if you know Duramaxes, this pipe, this teal pipe that I've got right here, goes into the Y bridge right there. And Duramaxes have from the factory, have a 2-piece Y bridge that's just kind of pressed in there with some O-rings, and then it seals to the manifold. But there's no bolt, there's no pressure holding that. It's just the seal of those O-rings. And even on stock trucks, they're prone to blowing out, and I have unfortunately suffered that fate. Now, given this position, I would love, I can't tell you how much I would love to put a whirly Y bridge in or something equivalent. However, I don't have $700 to do that. And if you look on Merchant or anywhere else pretty much that you find the replacement O-rings, or GM, they were $30 a piece through GM. They were $46 I think for a pair from Merchant. They're just ridiculous for 2 O-rings. I went to AutoZone, found Molly or Victor Reigns, I'm not sure which ones they are because they showed up as both, but anyway, Molly gaskets, the 2 O-rings cost me $4.77. Now, I know I'm going to be back in here. I know this is going to blow out again. I know I'm going to have to do this again. But I think for this fix, I'm not going to have to take the Y bridge out. All I'm going to have to do is take the intake out and take the charge pipe out. And then I can get that Y bridge to pop out and replace it without having to take the whole Y bridge, turbo, everything else out. I'm hoping for that. That's going to be the easiest and quickest fix. And if I can do that, then save me some money right now. I can save up and get the Y bridge that I want and do it right in the future. But if that'll hold me over at least for a few months or something, then that'll be perfectly fine with me. So that's the plan right now. I'm going to film that in another video. I'll get in there and show you kind of I'll get in there and show you how it's screwed up, what's blown out, why it's leaking. But that's definitely where the leak was coming from. Even in my boost leak tester, I couldn't get any pressure. It wouldn't even build any pressure, which is shocking to me that the truck can even build boost at all. It just shows how much air those turbos can move. Because full out, I got 20 pounds of boost, which is still impressive, but it should be much higher, much higher. So it's definitely a testament to how much those can move. You know, I was bad-mouthing early in the video, the downpipe, it just pissed me off. I hate having to put that one back. But fair is fair. All of that problem may not be because of the downpipe. It's probably that boost leak is definitely a huge part of it. The truck, it'll build boost, it'll get up, start going, and then just fall flat on its face and just do that whooshing the whole time. I hate it. It drives me nuts. But anyway, that pretty much does it for this video. Like I said, I'll have a new one fixing that Y bridge hopefully pretty soon. I hope to do that this weekend. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. I promise there's more to come. It's been hard with the move and with working. I started a new job and everything like that, so it's just been a lot going on. It's been a little hard to keep to a schedule. I know I haven't been the greatest at that all the time, but hey, so like I said, if you like it, please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at DmaxBrax, same name, same everything. And anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Till then.